Okay, yeah, I guess this is going. Welcome to Fire Broadside Cannons Podcast. You'll learn the reason why we call ourselves that at some other point in time. Doesn't matter right now because we're free balling this whole track. Probably not going to be an hour like it should be at 2:30 in the morning.
I just want to cut in and say we are wearing boxers.
I mean, we're pretty much half naked. Not really.
We're not really free balling.
Not literally free balling, but just in the sense of we're making up as we go. Here on this podcast, we're going to talk a lot about music, video games, anime, a bunch of other dork stuff, a bunch of other cool metal stuff, random stuff happening through, I don't know, crappy customers at work. I don't know, to be honest. Let's see. Right now, my name is Nick. This is my
colleague,
Michael.
All right.
Yeah, and it's going to be the two of us mainly. Might have other people at some other points. It's how it is, how it goes. It's whatever, man. Like, I can already tell you right now, this is a pain in the dick. Like, unless you honestly script this all the way through, I don't know how other people do it. We'll figure it out. This is test run. This isn't even like an episode yet. Because this might not even be heard. It'll probably be heard because I'll probably still post it at some point.
When we get famous. Hashtag fame gang.
I hate hashtags. I was at my mom's house the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Pocahontas was on. Mm-mm. They literally had hashtag Pocahontas up in the corner. On ABC Family.
Nothing is safe from hashtags anymore.
Like, I get it. I thought it was more of like a Twitter internet thing. Why is TV doing it?
Because
what does that do? What
every movie that comes out and every movie that's come out that's huge, they have the hashtags because they've created Twitters for shit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They have Twitter for everything now.
Mm-hmm.
So dumb.
When I was a kid, we had Tweety Bird.
Oh my god! You guys are gonna slowly notice that Mike is probably one of the most sarcastic and I wouldn't say liar. But he exaggerates about things that never happened or existed.
I'm going to cut you off real quick. So everybody that just heard what the fuck he just said, Tweety Bird existed and is not an exaggeration. Oh, my cat's on the counter.
Punishment banana didn't work.
Go get it, Lou. Go get it. Go get the banana.
Get off this. Why are you in the sink?
Get down.
There's no point to be. There's nothing up there for you.
There's soap water.
Ew. Come on. Anyway, that would be an example of the type of crap we're going to talk about until we actually have a more structured environment to thrive in. It has only been 3 minutes so far. We're doing this all the way, though. Like, we're not stopping until an hour is used up and people have just stopped listening because it's obnoxious.
Holy tits.
Man. All right.
So.
Other personal stuff. I don't know. What?
To all those North Carolinians out there who care about this, there was an anime convention last weekend that we went to.
Yep. Animazement. It's been a regular thing now for, I honestly don't know when it started. I think 2006.
I believe it was.
I feel like that's not right, but that Animazement group that we're in says 2006, so I'm just going to assume that 2006 was the start date. It's bounced around. It's gotten really big over the past few years. It's one of the very few nerd things that we do. Dress up like idiots and go to a convention with a bunch of smelly people. It's whatever. We're cool. We're cool kids.
Somewhat, yeah. My favorite part was the arcade.
They always have this retro arcade. They got a bunch of old arcade games like Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, and it's all free. The issue is you literally have to wait an hour before some dude gets up.
It sucks. Like, I got lucky because we walked in at a really weird time, and a guy that I had bumped into earlier, I complimented on his shirt. Pardon me sounding like an idiot right now. I have a whole bunch of ice cream in my mouth. So, bumped into this dude earlier. Everybody's eating hot dogs. Compliment him on his shirt. Bump into him again in the arcade. proceed to kick his ass.
I wouldn't even say kick his ass. So I'm sure everybody's got that friend that's abnormally good at Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter to the point where you shit bricks over it because you stand no chance. That he hits like a button and he does like 4 moves that you can't counter. This guy's doing all right during the versus CP. And I've played Mike before and literally don't want to play anymore because it's too frustrating. Gets up to the sticks. I don't know if he's button mashing or he's legitimately popping off these like 100 hit combos. And I mean 100 hits off of like I've hit the buttons 100 times. And they've just done a Hadouken and the guy's dead.
So he was decent at the game. I suck with the arcade sticks. Let's just say we started off on just some sort of Street Fighter. I think it was Street Fighter Alpha 2 or some nonsense like that. Hyper diddled him. Like, he got super diddled. Destroyed him.
Yeah.
Then we hopped over to Marvel vs. Capcom when Mega Man X Nerd got up and diddled him on Marvel vs. Capcom. Nerds! That's the fun part about animation is that there's really hot chicks who walk around in like skimpy outfits and stuff.
And then even if you're just an average looking dude like me and Mike and you're dressed up, you feel like a god because you're not overweight and smelly.
Like there's so many like the nerds that you see on Nickelodeon in Fairly Odd Parents. That's
real life.
It exists.
That walks around. They live that life. And my thing is, I was just talking about this earlier, and I've always complained about this. You can be into nerd stuff and not be a dork.
It's true. It's true.
Like you can play Pokemon cards with your friends, okay? But you could also take showers and use body wash. You could, I don't know, go on a date and not be socially awkward. Learn how to speak to other people.
Interestingly enough,
but anyway,
funny he mentions that because I was on Facebook earlier, and one thing that I myself had to take myself out of was a conversation over a friend that posted a status that said, I can't watch anime that's not dubbed. I watched like 4 or 5 people comment, and my rage meter just built up because for me, whether it's dubbed or subbed is not relevant. It's one of those things that anime kids, because they don't have anything better to do, took it and decided to make a like complex out of
like
it.
a feudal war like, over like who's better for watching what.
If you only watch dubs,
you're missing out.
No, it's dumb though because there's this complex. It's like if you only watch dubs, you just don't know anime.
Yeah,
and the only way that you can know anime is by being a hardcore sub fan. And then there's people who watch dubs who are like, oh, well, subs are dumb because that's too much reading. And for me, it's like, first of all, learn how to fucking read.
Yep.
Number 2, learn how to listen to English. 3, accept it. Like it's one of those things where if you're gonna watch anime, understand that sometimes the subs add because you actually get more story.
Yeah. Or then like sometimes you've got English voice casts that suck. And they shouldn't. It takes one character to ruin a series.
Exactly.
And when that starts happening, you just don't want to listen to it. But like, I don't get why people honestly have
they're elitist over
it. It's like Jesus Christ,
it's
bro.
Like, shut the fuck up.
You're really making bank off of that. You're watching anime every day. Go have a beer and ignore the fact that you just argued over which one's better.
It was a very. Let's just say I almost had to delete my comment. It was such an annoying status to be a part of, and just in general, don't be a dick. Watch whatever looks good.
I mean, if it's whatever you're into. If you're into Black Butler, I don't like you, and you should die. But like almost any other show, other than Black Butler, do whatever you want. But like if they do it with everything, like it's in music, it's in movies. Like I don't know how many times I've quoted a band. They're like, "Oh, you listen to that band?" And it's like, "Oh, cool." Oh, I forgot. It's a freedom of expression.
Sure.
Let me now just feel like a dick mouth because apparently I listened to a band that kicked a puppy once. Jesus.
Which occasionally happens.
Puppies get in the way sometimes. Lou gets in the way sometimes, and you got to kick him. I don't kick him.
But you gotta nudge him, and he rolls over a little bit
with a punishment banana.
Yeah. So What's also interesting, and if you haven't checked it out, for those AZ goers, by that I mean Animazement, go check out that Facebook page. And on the Facebook page, the one funny post on there out of all of them is a guy who went and found the AZ misconnections on Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, I read that after you posted on there. Oh, my God.
Probably the funniest thing
His
ever.
description was as bad as you think it sounds. Like, it's that same nerd life. This dude's living the nerd life, and he's just going to get lucky. For whatever reason, someone spoke to him, his favorite character spoke to him in a dream, and was like, this is your weekend. Diddle. And, like, his ad was something about, like, hey, I'm like 6 foot. He was like 200 plus pounds.
As a matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let Nick talk, and we're going to find these misconnections and read a couple of them.
So one other thing, I apologize for the quality of the audio. We're using my
Logitech
webcam. And so we're also
so many posts. You might just want to go straight to Craigslist.
I don't know if. Oh,
yeah.
You think I can search Craigslist?
Yeah, if you go to misconnections on Craigslist, type in anime.
I don't want to go into Craigslist.
Why?
Because it's Craigslist.
Yeah, you're not going to get a virus from going on Craigslist.
Hey, what's up, bro?
I'm on Craigslist all the time.
I don't know what you're doing. Craigslist.
Oh,
I'm joking. Okay, hey, look, Craigslist. I already had it there. What was it? Misconnections?
Yes. Casual encounters.
Just this one?
Yeah. Animazement. Animal.
Oh my God, there's a bunch!
You didn't see all of them?
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Please.
Okay, we're going to start from the bottom, May 26th. So this is like day 2 or 3?
Animazement and your naughty thoughts.
And it's got a picture of a Doctor
woman.
Who shirt, and it's male for woman, 27, Raleigh. What? I came in to purchase my badge for the con, and you looked at my shirt, which said, you never forget your first doctor. You told me that you were a huge fan and that you would have to control the naughty thoughts. I was so tired that I didn't respond the way I should have by telling you that I welcome naughty thoughts. No, you didn't respond because you got super sweaty and nervous.
Oh my gosh.
That really...
Yeah.
Right, okay, now I got another one. Animazement, male for woman, got nothing else. Oh my... I can already tell. Picture this. Okay. I was sitting alone looking pathetic. You made a few passes around the room and looked at me. Does this mean you want the dick? Please respond. I wish I had a QT3.14 otaku girlfriend.
So,
Cute.
This is...
Cute.
Cutie?
QT14.
I don't know what it means.
Why are you web speaking on Craigslist?
So, this is literally...
This was happening.
This is the demographic of the dudes that you have sitting around anime.
Oh my God, the Fashugi guy. This is the guy I've always had an issue with.
Yeah?
Yeah. I went one year. I dressed up as Gene Starlin from Outlaw Starlight. It's a good show. If you haven't watched it, whatever, don't. I don't give a shit. But dress up on it. My first year like cosplaying, I got this weird nerd kid with the Fashugi, that weird clear ball that you just move around your hands with diddle hands. And a diddle hand, if you don't know what that is, it's like what a spider does with his legs when he's making a web. So just do that with your hand right now and see how creepy that looks. That's a diddle. Very violent. So he's like diddling this Fashugi clear ball, doing magic and whatnot. And he like literally starts shit-talking the anime I love and I'm dressed up as. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Are you serious right now? And I called him out on it. I was like, you just fuck off, you fag. Like, are you serious right now? Leaves, and every year afterwards, he's always like, hey, man, that's a really good costume. I'm like, do you remember me? Do you not? I think.
Oh, is that the dude in glasses?
Yes, that weird dude. Yes, I think this ad's for him. Animazement, Fushigi guy, woman for male, first time there. 19, Raleigh. You walked around juggling and stopped for a few people, but you didn't stop when I called you, and you looked right at me. What's the deal? Are you the same guy from last year?
Probably.
Let me point this out. I just told a story about how this guy insulted me a few years back, and the reason I remember him is because he looks the same. He has the same goddamn glasses, the same dumb ball that he's like juggling around in his hands. kind of hard to miss him. And you're like, is this? I don't even think this is a romantic misconnection. It's like
it might be.
It's like beef. I'm not even clicking that one.
Well, no, you worked at Animazement.
Okay, you worked at Animazement.
Oh,
Male for woman, 28.
I'm going to read this one.
All right.
So I usually don't do this at all, but I can't help but regret not talking to you today. I was with my best friend and her son, and you were a dealer working on the second level. You had beautiful red hair and an amazing smile. I've been every day and seen you every time, but you were busy Friday and Saturday. And today my friend lost her phone, so I was walking around looking for it, LOL. We made eye contact a couple times, but you were just doing your job, or maybe not. In any case, I wanted to chat with you. I was in a gray hoodie, glasses, and a black hat. Already not interested. So if you were interested in me like I am in you, then shoot me a message. I'd love to get to know you. Talk to you then.
So my thing is like, check this out. So Animazement happens Memorial Weekend in North Carolina. Now, if anybody's listening that isn't from North Carolina is the dumbest fucking weather. It's either super hot or super cold when it's not supposed to be. This weekend, kind of windy, still hot as tits. Guy's walking around in a gray hoodie and a black hat, with glasses, mind you, with his child, and he's 28.
At an anime convention.
Now picture him. Do you think she wants it?
She,
probably
probably did not want the dick.
Probably did not want the dick.
Unquote. Next.
All right, let's see. We only got two more. So Animazement, male for male, 26. So sad that Animazement over. There's so many hot guys there this year. Love cat boys, cross players, cute young guys. I cosplayed as a Bleach character most of the weekend, looking for other gay guys who went to Animazement that happen to live in the Charlotte.
That happened to live in Charlotte.
I was going to say Charlotte area, but then there wasn't an area. It's like, well, shit. We'd love to get a small anime fan group together with maybe some benefits on the side.
So
what?
Nobody here is homophobic, but that's a diddle group.
My thing is, though, is that there's constant amounts of stuff that happen at Animazement. I don't know how many people, like Peyton told us about just like, or she had a friend that like did like 4 people in the stairwell. Like, this is a giant convention full of people, and people are still diddling each other places. Like, not even the bathroom, just like straight up.
Little Alco goes a long way.
You never know. Animazement Psy.
Oh, yeah, the guy who made the Gangnam Style song, right.
Woman for male, 28, the con. To the guy that was cosplaying as Psy over the weekend, I just want to let you know you were hot. Take care.
Okay.
God be with you. That part wasn't in there, but felt needed.
That guy actually had a pretty decent costume.
I feel like, wasn't there a different one, though, that guy had posed? There was a different one
that got pulled down.
Oh, I got pulled down.
Man.
All right, well, let's get off Craigslist now. Otherwise, that site, if you go to Animazement a lot, that site's pretty entertaining. A lot of people post on there. It's a lot of trolls kind of trolling each other. And I don't really know what they do for the other 360 days that the convention isn't going on, but that's whatever.
Just dumb Raleigh shit. Dumb business shit. Yeah. But, I mean, regardless, I think it's totally worth it if you've never been. Even if you're in the Virginia area, I mean, it's a huge thing to do. This year is my first year. I just copped a Kingdom Hearts costume from Nick.
Got it like that.
I mean, even if you don't dress up, go meet some fine ladies.
Just don't be weird.
Don't walk up with the diddle hands to people. Don't walk up to girls and be like,
"You're so hot. Can I get a picture of you in your hot outfit?"
Like, it's not. It's literally as simple as just walking up and saying, maybe asking to snap a picture, just being like, hey, like, that's
start a conversation. Great work on your costume. You look really nice in it. Normal things normal people should say. What am I even talking normal? We're talking about an Animazement convention.
I picked up a lady. It was easy. Walked up to her. I said, that's a great costume. I would look great in you. Simple as that.
I don't remember that happening. But if it did, bravo. Other than that, whatever.
It's as simple as that. You just say, I would look great in you. It works, honestly, in and out of Animazement. If you're at the DMV or the Secretary of State, wherever you're from, walk in, lady behind the counter. She's not attractive. She works at the DMV.
I mean, let's be honest.
I would look good in you. And you know what? Whatever she says, you could be male or female. Whatever she says, she's going to be with you. So
something like that.
Take that and don't go too far with it.
Here's the other thing. I probably should have stated this, and I'll probably start stating this at the beginning of every podcast. These are all opinionated statements. Just because one of us says something doesn't mean it's true. Hell, we don't know anything about nothing.
I know more about nothing than he does.
He knows a lot more about nothing than I do.
But I know a little bit less about certain things.
But, that's just how it is. So, before we start getting hate mail or dumb YouTube posts, poopy diapers getting crazy because they got nothing else to do, it's a freaking podcast.
Right. So, yeah, Nick's got a lot of opinions about a lot of things.
I do have a lot. I will rant and rave about stuff nonstop.
And
Give me the chance.
The honest opinion, and the honest thing is, like he said, he's not always going to be right.
So, if I say Black Butler sucks and you're a pedophile for watching that show, I'm right this occasion.
But
any other time, I don't know. I don't know a better example. But
if I were to say white people are dumb, I'm right.
Oh, my God.
Because the difference is... So here's the thing. You can't hear it in my voice. I am as black as they come. You can see my skin.
Okay, I'm disabling that.
Okay.
Let's just get off the racial topics, because we're not even a racial conversation here, bro.
We are now, and I'm glad that I'm being shut down and censored.
That's what the man does.
Anyway, if I say something like that, it's true. Because I don't have a dumb mouth like Nichols.
Oh, my God.
So now we all understand, really, where it lies. Like, this is not a podcast anymore. This is
we're just going to argue politics and stuff now.
So
I hope you're already bored 21 minutes into this. YOLO.
21 minutes in, 21:40.
Hashtag out. Moving on. Let's choose a topic that isn't nerd related to prove that we're not nerds. Chapel Hill Underground. If you live in the area, go to that place.
To Chapel Hill Underground.
Look for our dude Dave. He's cool as hell. Best dude ever.
It is on the corner of Rosemary, across the street from the Franklin Street Post Office.
Yep, it's right under Bub O'Malley's, if you know where that one is. It's a basement bar. It's a really cool music venue. They've got a lot of events that usually go on. Mondays, they do karaoke. Wednesdays, like board game night. Tuesdays, trivia. Or Thursdays, trivia. I don't know.
If you're a shitty prep or you are a wigger, don't show up.
Don't go there.
Don't.
Go to
I don't want to see you there. They don't want to see you there. It's a bar that is for everyone, but mainly for alternative people. So if you're cool with being an outcast and a rebel and a punk, go hang out at the cool punk bar that's actually not like a dive bar. It's actually really nice.
It's a really cool place. And the people there are really nice. I even on a slow night, I've walked in there, dude was just watching Walking Dead, and it was like dope. But just watch it, bro.
And you just sit around, have a beer, and watch Walking Dead. Like it's not.
But it's like they got foosball that's for free. They got air hockey. They've got pool. Those you got to pay quarters for. They've got pinball machines, which I've been dying to play the next time I'm in there.
True.
It's hard when you're on karaoke night though, because it's like I don't want to be rude. Play pinball. That's a loud game.
They've got sweet deals that like the PBR is relatively cheap, and they do have musical performances there. So if you are in a band, you get PBR free the night that you play. So it's a really cool venue and a really cool bar.
Check it out.
Everything else on Franklin Street can go.
Yeah, I don't really like any of those other bars. Like I've been in some of them, like Goodfellas. Lynn's used to be really cool. Like when I finally turned 21, I was all up in that. And then they like changed ownership, so they changed their beer selection. I was like not liking it anymore. Zog's was an okay place. I know a lot of people that go there and seem to enjoy it. I just never really got that cool feeling. I got that elitist feeling. Like when you walked in, they're like, "We've been here forever," and it's like, "Whoa, okay, let me just leave then real quick."
Zog's has become like a very clubby bar lately.
Almost,
like
yeah.
Every time I pass by it, it's just like a whole bunch of dudes out front dressed like douche mouths, and I'm just like, no. These are the kind of places that you don't go when you're me, because I have a big mouth. When I have alcohol in my system, I have 3 mouths, all of which
they all talk.
They all talk. Shit. And it's not. I'm not going to just come pick a fight with you. But if you look like a dickhead and then you do Kid Rock karaoke, we're gonna have words.
And not even words, man, because we're still pretty low key, common courtesy and whatnot. But it's like if you're starting shit for no reason, you're gonna hear from one of us. Like,
don't suck. Just don't suck. That's my thing.
Go there, enjoy, play whatever song you want. Fine. Don't be an asshole the rest of the time that you're there. There's no point. If everybody else is just trying to enjoy themselves and you get to do it, but then as soon as you're done, nobody else can do it. What's wrong with that picture?
It's honestly NYC, bro. Mind your collar. If your collar's popped, sit down. Mind your collar. We're not doing this every time that I go to. And hey, not to discredit any of the other bars in the area. None of us work.
I don't know. Like, we really like Dave, who works there. I've met a couple of the other guys. They're really cool.
Everybody there is cool.
I mean, we just never felt cool. I guess that's a great way to put it.
You feel cool there.
You feel like a cool guy. They're really nice.
But other than that, I would say that like anybody from that area can definitely agree that it's become more metropolitan and kind of taken a dive. So if you do belong to any kind of alternative scene or anything of that nature, that's the spot for you to be at.
Definitely home there. Just no hardcore dancing.
Okay.
Nothing against hardcore dancing. Just not the place to do it. They're really cool, but they don't want you thrashing about, potentially knocking somebody's teeth out.
You can dance, but it's that they don't want anybody hurt. And also, like, this is not a breakdown venue. Like, and we're all cool with breakdown music. It's fine, but it's not a breakdown venue. You bring heavy. You can bring heavy, but you don't bring breakdowns.
Yeah,
because breakdowns bring
you can bring the breakdowns, but it's like, just watch your clientele really at that point.
Don't bring your kids who
you don't want to be Kong and having a fight every 3 minutes. So, I guess since we're on the topic of music, let's go music. Currently, since I guess for the viewers, me and Mike both listen to a wide variety of stuff, mostly clearly in like the more hardcore metal scene. We've got some common ground, and then we each have our different little niches that we like a little bit more. A couple of my favorite bands right now: Every Time I Die, Bring Horizon, Adestria. There's some other album I was listening to recently. I can't remember it, so it's not important anymore.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, it's like, so like we're into like a lot of different types of music, but I also listen to like Cage the Elephant. I pick up the Gorillaz every now and then. I haven't had them on my iPod.
Apparently they have a new album that we all need to check out too.
Really?
Yes, they do. Apparently their new album is Talk of the Town right now. I'm
going to pull that up on YouTube right now.
So yeah, I'm into a bunch of stuff. Currently, I'm definitely like I've reverted a lot into the screamo scene, like screamo. So Circle Takes a Square, stuff like that. A lot of that, the new age no sleep bands and stuff like that. It's kind of what I'm into. So yeah, as long as it's loud and aggressive and emotional, I think everybody's into. I don't know what the fucking name of this album.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. YouTube is failing me now, so like I'm going to Wikipedia. Gorillaz. Oh. Which also Chapel Underground, for my birthday, my 23rd birthday, got up, and me and Mike sang Clint Eastwood, and he sang. I rapped. I have the videos, so at some point I'll probably post them on whatever page and or YouTube thing that we get going.
Go to Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna show them Gorillaz. Go to their actual Facebook page.
That's weird that it's on Wikipedia. Because Wikipedia is so cool. Blammo. What are we talking here?
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what. Go to their music tab. That's probably where the new stuff would be. My God, they have 7.5 million. Spotify. Go to that.
Okay. Oh.
There's 7.5. Yeah, I guess we are going to Spotify.
So here?
Yeah. 7.5 million likes, dude. What?
Blown up, man. I mean, Gorillaz, like, I like a lot of their earlier albums. Like, a couple of their latest ones were kind of crap. All right, whatever. Can't pull it up. So, sorry to get your hopes up. I guess we'll close that out for now. Anyway, that's kind of the type of music we're into. Like, some of the other people we get in here are probably into different stuff. I know one of our friends, Jordan, local rapper, cool dude, Jagman Swagman admin, Love his stuff. And I'm
It
not
is good.
huge into rap. Like, I like Immortal Technique, and I like a couple other people. I'm not a huge rap guy. Just never really have been. I don't like any of the mainstream crap that you can easily find on MTV and or Top 40.
Oh, work.
Or the R&B station where the DJ is rapping, or not even rapping, like hyping up the song over the radio. You know, you just get the guy in the background that's just like, yeah, 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 that's my boy. And it's like, dude, shut up. I can't even listen to this crap because I got you yelling over it. Thanks. But his stuff's really good.
It is.
I wish, if we'll probably try to link his page at some point to this video. There's a lot of stuff we got to link. We got to set up a Facebook, do some YouTubes, do some other stuff, get out there.
Also, if any of our listeners are from Diddletown or Diddleton, USA, you are the rightful owner of this podcast, and you can take it at any point.
Yeah, take it over. Just start posting videos of yourself, and we'll just bow out.
I don't know where Diddleton is, but if you could tell me.
I wish we'd asked her. So basically, me and Mike have not exactly the most extensive vocabulary, but we try to come up with a lot of funny words. Diddle, I mean, clearly we didn't come up with. Love that word. Day-to-day basis still, and we've been doing it for months.
A long time.
Mike overheard a chick say diddle, and he asked her, he was like, whoa, did you just say diddle? And she's like, oh, no, yeah, Diddleton. Like, that's where I'm from. This place exists. Now, if you remember what I just described diddle as earlier, imagine how horrifying this place is.
A town
of spider-like
diddles. Like, if you can imagine just walking into your house and there being a doorway full of diddling hands.
I already got shivers. It's nuts.
You would either climax or be terrified. So
you're either really going to like it or you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
My God. Well. Oh, man. 30 minutes in. Yeah, we're going to start scripting some stuff out, asking some questions. Let's shit on music now, since I guess we were crapping on nerds. I hate Pitbull.
Oh, yeah.
Like every one of your songs is about start at the bottom, now at the top. Miss Worldwide, Point Live, something crap songs.
And then it's like a quarter Spanish.
Yeah, that's my thing.
12% Spanish, and then the rest
you
is
say
English.
Like 3 words. You're about sex, money, and the fact that you made it somewhere. And honestly, every single one of your songs is the same. And I get why people like you.
I hate you. And I'm curious as to whether or not, I honestly, if anybody out here who's listening listens to, is a reggaeton artist, please come forth. And with no disrespect, I honestly mean to ask you, please come forth and tell me what other reggaeton artists think of Pitbull. Do they think that he's crazy that he broke into the United States music scene like this, or do they think he's a fucking idiot?
Well, because I heard too that he started as a reggaeton.
He started as reggaeton,
and then
my brother used to listen to him.
Got lucky on one song,
and it was just like
that's what they want to hear. And then now this is what we get flooded with.
Him and Flowrider too. So Flowrider sucks.
Flowrider. He rips off almost every song he's ever done at this point. Like all of his new shit is nothing but like old 80s, 70s songs that he's like revamped.
Yep.
And I say revamped with quotation hands.
He adds
scissor
a little
hands.
pop beat too.
Because it's like you get somebody to beat some shitty beat and then you sing about blowjobs.
All the time.
Come on. This is one of the reasons I'm not that big in rap. Like there's metal music out there that's just dumb, but not as high populated as crappy rap.
Speaking of dumb metal music, I saw a music video the other day for Falling in Reverse's new song.
Oh my God, just Falling in Reverse in its own.
He raps the entire song.
No,
it's almost worth a small listen. I know it's painful, but you almost have to see it.
You guys are
you're about to get an earful of disgust. If you don't like Falling in Reverse, tune in because it won't last that long.
Because I'll turn it off. I hate Falling in Reverse.
It is literally the worst.
Which song is it? I just hate it. Like, he's so dumb looking.
Might be this one.
Born to Lead.
It might be that one. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ad. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for the ad. Oh, God. No, I don't care. No.
Don't waste your time.
Nope.
That's not it?
No.
Is this it?
This isn't it.
God, it's terrible, bro.
Hang on. Keep going down.
No. God, I hate him. This is one of those people I'd punch in the face if I ever met him in like real life. Like, I don't care. I don't care if I'd have a bunch of teeny tweenies. Like, oh my God, how could you do that? Like, the world is a better place if he gets punched in the face.
I have to find this. Oh my God. I literally saw it and was like,
is it alone?
I
think so. I mean, this guy's doing a reaction to it.
Yeah, it is. Go to type in okay. No, but you've got to see the video. There's a video.
Oh, it's got like a techno beat. Okay, videoed up. I think I passed that.
Probably.
Honestly.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Techno beat. Yeah.
Oh.
And like half his dudes look like they're 40. And
then they have like a breakdown randomly in here. He looks like such a dickhead.
Idiot. He's ghost riding the whip. I hope he dies.
Interestingly enough, they have 34,000 likes and 34,000 thumbs up and 31,000 dislikes.
Clearly not your best. And the comments are disabled for this video.
That's how you know.
Epitaph Records.
Epitaph is... Here's a...
Oh my God. No.
The whole song. And then there's a random breakdown where he screams.
We're like, what part?
I don't know.
He was never really that good of a screamer. We're skipping ahead. You're like, dude, Marky Mark rapped better than you.
This is literally the worst thing I've ever
Somebody's wetting their pants right now.
Oh.
And they're upset that we're dissing him. I don't care.
And here's the thing. Epitaph is a good label, and it's actually well known for what they do. So for them to sign Falling in Reverse. Oh my God.
I promise the world right now, if I ever attain some sort of superpower or high political position, this guy will disappear. And that's not an opinion. That's a fact. This is why I don't have any type of power in one way or the other.
I honestly... I don't understand bandmates that would allow him to do this.
Because they're I don't even think they like him.
They're all tools though.
They all look like they're 40. Look how 40-year-old he's looking.
This is ridiculous.
I think I skipped the breakdown. I don't give a shit. I'm turning that off. I can't. Holy crap.
Man.
What did I just watch? Okay, Firefox, you're not working. Get out of here. I don't care.
Yeah. I literally, somebody posted that. I stumbled upon it the other day.
Who posted that?
It was one of the dudes from a local band in Mockery, and I just was like, no way.
I wouldn't even post that in Mockery because it's so bad.
Everybody was like, this is not real.
Oh.
It's funny because my friend Kevin that you recently met, his brother actually really likes that band, really likes that song.
Oh, Kevin, tell your brother no. Just look at him and say no. I don't even want to say anything bad. Just no.
Dude.
Just tell him no. I don't get like that and Blood on the Dance Floor. Like Blood on the Dance Floor makes no sense.
They don't.
Their lyrics suck. Their singing sucks. Nothing they do is good. And yet people like it. And I say people, and I don't mean people. I mean
dumb girls.
13-year-old kids. Mainly girls and gay people.
That's
Which, again, nothing against gay people. But some of
they do get down some Blood on the Dance Floor.
Get better tastes and stuff. I don't care what you listen to. Pick something else.
Yeah, it's... I've never...
Like, I remember when Crunkcore came out, and it was a huge deal when Broken Side like came out. And at first, people actually thought it was kind of cool because Calvary Kids had done Crank That Soulja Boy cover, and that was huge for a while and actually really popular.
Well, even that, like, Punk Goes Crunk.
Oh,
like, back when, like, I still don't get why they called them punk, because none of them were punk.
None of them were punk.
But, like, I guess it was just clever rhyme. But, like, that album wasn't terrible. It had good bands on still at the time that were still breaking through.
Yeah.
But it's like that, and, the Calvary Kids sing, like, everybody was doing all these covers, and it, like, really blew up, and then it became a weird genre that isn't good.
Crunkcore, and then it was like, for a hot second, I remember I was a lot younger, but when I first heard Broken Side, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then that second ended a second later, and I was like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And I thought it had died, but then I turned 17 or 18, went to Michigan to see my buddy off to the Air Force, and on the way home, I ended up pet sitting for my brother in Kentucky for a while. Long story short, I get in the car, he's listening to music, and all of a sudden he's like, kid, you got to hear this. I know you like metal. So there's this band that does like metal and rap stuff, and you might like it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give anything a shot. I'm thinking like Hacktivist. He whips out Broken Side, and I literally couldn't even get through a song and a half. The idea of crunk and hardcore is such an obnoxious fusion.
Crunk in general
is obnoxious.
Is an obnoxious crap party beat, and some of the metalcore stuff is not good genre either.
Oh man, speaking of metalcore, how does everybody feel about this whole As They Lay Dying thing? And how have you heard about that?
Refresh my memory.
Tim Lambesis, the vocalist, is being
he's being charged
for the murder of his estranged wife.
Was it murder? I thought it was
not the murder, but the intent to
purchase a hitman.
Yeah, he purchased.
He's got a hitman, but that's what they're hitting with, was the intent to kill. So it's like a weird non-direct first person.
But however, to all you dickheads out there, I'm just going to start by saying neither me and Nick are Christian, but a lot of the forums that I've been on and a lot of the web pages that I've been on, hardcore kids are kind of taking this and coming down on the Christian hardcore scene. Mind you, a lot of the bands that some of you folks listen to, not all of you guys, but there are a lot of hardcore kids that listen to a bunch of Christian bands and don't know it. If you're too shallow to not know that, like, For Today is a Christian band, stop listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Secondly, Devil Wears Prada, they may have renounced, but I'm pretty sure they're still Christian. A bunch of the bands that you're still into are Christian. And the thing is that Tim Lambesis renounced his Christianity months before this happened, which is the reason why I bring it up, is that a lot of the things that I've been reading on the forums are like, well, this is just great. Like, we knew that there was a secret agenda. As They Lay Dying is an amazing band. They always have been a steady band.
I like them.
They've always been consistent since day one. They're a good band. Yes, they were Christian, but Tim Lambesis renounced his Christianity far prior to this whole ordeal. So leave that aspect out of it. Judge him as a person. Judge the band if need be. But
my thing though is that, like, it's not like in his music he's ever preached about, like, go get a hitman, kill your wife.
Never.
But, like, so that, and at that point, don't hold it against the band. It's one of those things where it's like, if you like an actor's movie.
Mel Gibson.
Like Mel Gibson. Like,
perfect
he's in
example.
some good movies.
But then he's also,
as a person,
like, anti-Semitic and all that
kind of crazy.
So, I mean.
So can you hate The Road Warrior? No. It's a good movie. Can you hate Mel Gibson?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Absolutely.
If he's in a crap movie, everybody's been in a crap movie at this point. One of these actors has always been in a crap movie. It's happened. But it's like music's going to be the same way. As They Lay Dying, it's one of those things where it's like,
it's unfortunate.
It's a good band, solid music. Every album, they're not always 100% bestsellers. Everybody's got a hit and miss, just like everybody's got a bad movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, what he was doing was he was doing.
It's unfortunate, but you got to also understand
it doesn't affect the genre. It doesn't affect anything but his own personal crap.
You don't know what's going on with him personally. I, for one, have always been a big fan of Tim Lambesis, and especially after Austrian Death Machine.
because
God, yeah,
that was the funniest project
hilarious.
ever, and it was just As I Lay Dying with Arnold Schwarzenegger vocals, which was
Yep.
hilarious.
If you guys haven't heard of that, it's Tim Lambesis just does Arnold impersonations and basically pretends to be Arnold and makes two separate metal albums of just various Arnold themes and noises.
Instrumentally, awesome.
It's really
It
good.
is intense.
Vocally, it's funny as
It's
hell.
hilarious, but it's very As I Lay Dying, except for a little bit heavier with, I mean, it's good. So honestly, as a person, I've always liked Tim Lambesis, so I'd like to think that he had a mental breakdown or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you never know. Maybe his ex-wife was a bitch.
Does she deserve that? No.
But,
Everybody goes crazy.
right.
mean,
So, I mean,
I don't know. That's my big thing too, man. Like like as Mike said, like we're not religious really in any sort of way, and it's one of those things. But we still go around the world just trying to have our own morals and honor with stuff, as well as just the common courtesy to other people. And yet we still get shat on for that because we don't have the label behind it.
right.
Whatever, neither here nor there. But it's like I don't like that such things get so wrapped up in other things, like the news or movies or
True.
music. Like I don't know how many times I've worked at Hot Topic, and I don't know how many times I get yelled at for playing satanic music when like For Today would be on.
That's why I also worked at Hot Topic for a long time. And yes, it's like you're playing For Today, Plea for Purging, any of the bands that were just like
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears
Half
Prada.
those bands up there were Christian.
half the bands. And that's because randomly Christcore kicked in and took over the scene, and I can't even complain because a lot of
It's
those
good
bands
music.
are actually
I just
the
don't.
shit.
My thing is, it's like don't preach it one way or the other. You know, like if you're at a show and you want to have like a quick, hey guys, right before we do our set, just want to bow our heads. Cool. I think that's respectable as hell. You're gonna do that in between each song. We're
No.
gonna have some issues. If you're doing that during your songs,
We're on some issues.
we're gonna have some issues. It's like don't do that. I don't know. Like I'm not a person that just believes in shoving their beliefs down other people's throat. But
And it's
whatever.
It gets a little old for me too because like there's Scream the Prayer tour that goes around all the time. When I was a little bit younger, I went to it because they had a bunch of good bands like Impending Doom at the time and Before Their Eyes and all these bands I used to be into, and it was like it gets really tiring because you have a bunch of bands that do the same thing over and over, and it elongates the day by so much because you can't do a 3-minute prayer every song on a 10-band festival or more.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That's a song and then a prayer that is the length of a song. So it's like in between each song. Like that's ridiculous. So
But at the same time, I'm not saying go out there and Satan worship.
no,
But like it's really not just a Christian thing. It's in general.
in general,
But-
watch your stuff. I mean, granted, Christianity's big right now in this hardcore scene. Also understand
But it's like we know some local bands that are like technically Christian bands that are really good and we
They're
really
amazing.
like, and they're
I
great
love them.
people. And it's like it just comes with that extra flavor of like, let me not read you this Bible verse right before I rock your socks off.
that's
Like,
true. Yeah, and he makes a good point because a lot of the local Christian bands are very much so educated in what they do, but and they may have Christian lyrics, but other than bowing their heads and praying amongst themselves, they don't ask the crowd to pray. Before their set, there's no mention of it. Like there's no mention of
And that's
who
really
they are and what they
it
believe.
really doesn't need to be tied into everything.
It doesn't. Like
We're not Fox News.
no, and it shouldn't. To me, you can use music as a means of getting a message across to somebody, and that makes sense. But I honestly feel like music should be more of a personal expression, and other people that catch on because they get who you are personally, rather than going out there broadcasting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Otherwise, you just end up like Flo Rida, Pitbull,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, and you sing the same stuff
Over and over. Boy.
Yeah, about that.
So
Anyway, so yeah, it's been 50 minutes, so I don't know how long it takes to wind down, so we're going to test theory this. This has been a whole test run. like I said, it's not episode 1. It's test run number 1. We might do episode 1. I guess it's technically Monday, so later tonight, because it's 3:20. My God, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long countdown takes. Yeah, so I mean, this type of stuff we're going to talk about. If it's unsettling, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's stuff we're going to be rambling about, bringing up, just segues and other stuff. We'll try to come up with answered questions. Sometimes, when we do set up the YouTube or Facebook soon, we'll, ask, hey, if there's something you want us to answer or you want our take on something, I don't know why, but sure.
We're also very open to reviewing bands. So if you are a band and you would like us to review you, we are very open-minded. Disregard any of the bands that we mentioned. Anything that you are a part of that you would like us to listen to.
We're down. I mean, we try to. It's not really about a genre. It just comes down to content and quality for us. So if it's like if you've got good instrumentals, you got good instrumentals. You got good vocals, you got good vocals. You don't. I mean, we're gonna tell you. On top of that, hey. We'll review anime, video games, movies, you name it. I mean, we'll talk about it. I know we've got some other people that we're going to plan on getting in here that are into way different things. So you're going to get a fresh take and not just us talking about the same stuff that we like. We'll have other topics, maybe a couple arguments every now and then. You never know. That's how crazy this gets.
We can guess Jordan will definitely have some arguments.
Intellectual debate, more like it. I'll nosebleed by the end of it.
I was about to say, discuss the podcast short.
Discuss the theory of man and his abilities in life. We love you, Jordan. Don't take that the wrong way. So, man, 8 minutes. Okay, so closing out, like 2 minutes. It's not bad. We'll have like a more formal opening and ending with some cool music at some point. I got to hook up.
Scat jazz.
Not scat jazz. Maybe as an ending. There you go. Man, this is hard to do at 3:23 when I was like free. I literally like came home and I was like, I kind of want to do this, but I'm not sure. And then we did it.
It's super duper late. So
at the beginning, I feel like we struggled a bit, but now at this point, we've kind of zoomed off. Now, the question is what if we go back and listen to it? Is it entertaining?
So the big question here is, I actually saw it on a bumper sticker while I was taking my dog to the vet the other day. Ask yourself this question. What would Scooby do?
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
What would Scooby do?
Okay.
It honestly is a question.
Scooby-Doo would hang out with Shaggy and get something to eat. Maybe.
Not what, no.
What Scooby-Doo?
What would Scooby do?
Oh, my God. It's a terrible pun. I'm mad I couldn't even put that together until now. I feel so dumb. You're dumb.
It's a good question. Think about food in your fridge. Think about being terrified of things.
Okay. No, yeah, okay. All right.
As well as your best friend who may wear a green shirt.
Yep.
And drive a sex van.
That
van I would diddle in.
I almost like one of our friends, Sai, his sister, has a minivan that she put a mattress in the back of.
And
like claimed it was for taking naps.
In between classes.
Let's be honest.
Let's be more than honest right now. Yes, would I take a nap in between classes? Absolutely.
Yeah, am I going to set up a bed fortress in the back of my minivan? No. I'll just roll the seat back like a normal person.
Mind you, it's the summer in North Carolina, so like
I think she's during the winter too, which at that point it's the winter in North Carolina, which is just as bad as winters everywhere else except less snow. When it snows, people die because we don't know how to drive.
Oh yeah,
that's a good traffic topic for another day. I should have had a notepad or something. We'll be a lot more organized when we officially start rolling these out. I think this will just be funny because we'll be like episode 10, like, hey, that's how we first started. See how horrible we are.
By horrible we are,
Oh, don't even.
We're going to revert back to the original statement that we made about Nick being a dumb mouth.
You're right, guys.
Me being right.
I never know what I'm talking about.
All right,
that's
quick.
probably, yeah. That felt good to just finally say.
That was quick, yeah.
I
So,
hate you so much.
So yeah, it's nice. It's nice getting all this stuff off my chest. Don't forget that question that I asked you. I'll ask you again.
Oh my God. If this ever posts, answer his question in the YouTube comments or on Facebook. I don't care which one. Just do it, because I honestly just want to see him at this point.
Honestly, what would Scooby do? What would Scooby do?
Scooby
and if you answer it in the wrong tone, I will disregard it. So it's got to be, you got to understand what I'm asking you. And I need to know that you spent some time and really looked inside yourself. Because when I read that bumper sticker, I almost had to pull over and talk to my dog about it and say, Riley, what would Scooby do?
I mean, he would know.
He would know.
Closest to the dog.
He says a lot of things that are insightful.
Now you sound crazy.
No, he's an insightful dog. I got an insightful asshole cat too. So
He's a cuddler.
So anyway,
4 minutes.
all you ladies out there,
No, don't.
tune into the station
Oh my God.
to get a special shout out. Shout out to your homegirls. Shout out to your boy Mikey R.
Straight like that.
State like that.
Straight like that.
State like that.
No Doritos, Locos, Taco
Cool
Bell,
Ranch,
yo.
Taco
Cool Ranch,
Bell.
Taco Bell.
State like that.
Straight like that. Ladies.
Ladies.
If you guys haven't seen that,
Oh,
what was it?
Sexy Mellow.
Sexy Mellow.
Oh.
Search that up on YouTube. Oh my God. Hilarious. I'm so glad I was shown
can't.
that. So glad I was shown that.
Our friend James Johorden.
James Johorden, Erica Perry.
Man.
Johorden's Witnesses. It's our dude, by the way. We'll have him in there at some point.
We have to, because
We will.
he sucks
Him.
too much.
We'll get Cy, even though Cy's not much of a talker.
He's a cat, so he'll just sit around. And
We'll get Mark at some point. We'll get McNeil, Surrett, a bunch of guys. We
got a bunch of
we got
people
a
we
bunch
can
of people
grab.
we know.
Mo,
Just randomly.
Corey, God,
Corey would be pretty cool.
he'd be hilarious.
I don't know. We'll just like I said, we'll talk about other stuff. We'll talk about
Girls, money, fame, riches, glory.
Yep.
My mama.
His mom is really nice.
My mom is the nicest.
Mama, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you.
You gave birth to a god.
Just don't. Okay, not that.
Oh.
Just for being you. But
and not
look,
people.
you see what I have to deal with now on a regular basis.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. He says he has to deal with things I got to deal with. Things I got to deal with, he says, in the tone of voice.
I did
he
your
says it.
laundry today.
Cool! What I was going to say was
Wow.
His Royal Greatness, a.k.a. Michael, a.k.a. me.
Yeah.
You're lucky to be in His Royal's presence.
Yeah. Plurals.
Presence.
Presents.
You
Christmas tree
hogs.
Yeah.
So anyway, when you found a way to cleanse the filth of your body and rid yourself of the unearthly sins, you can contact me via blog.
We're not going to have a blog.
Oh, video blog.
Sure. Yeah.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Fire Broadside
Cannons.
Mike the God.
Podcast. Michael
The God.
is delusional.
Michael the deity. The deity, I like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I guess we'll probably just end it there a minute early. Who cares? It's my show.
No, we're going to have an awkward silence for a minute.
Awkward minute.
We're going to have an awkward silence now.
God, I hope we get famous. No, Jesus. I can't go back to that. The diddles. No. I'm getting diddled on my face. No. Oh, wow, that sounded terrible. Audio only is going to get real weird. We will probably eventually do video.
Nah, bruh.
Nah, bro.
We would do video, but
It's a lot of work.
same way you can't stare into the sun, you can't look at us like that. This is
We're
glory.
too pretty to see, and frankly, I don't feel like spending too much time getting ready every day.
That's weird. Yeah, like it's like looking in the mirror for an hour.
It's strange. Anyway,
So
all right, that'll be it
This
for
has been Fire Broadsides.
Fire Broadsides Podcast. This is run test number 1.
Nichols and Mike.
Signing out. See you later.